Tansy here. So for our little dice pouch, I'll be using Peaches and Cream. It's 100% cotton yarn and it's a medium 4 weight. The crochet hook recommended is 5 millimeters, but I'll be going with a smaller one. So I have tighter stitches and less holes. And the knitting needles are 4.5 millimeters and it's 100% cotton here on the label. And the color is Sea Breeze. Very pretty. All right, let's get started. We'll start with a slip knot and a chain. I'll make the chain just big enough for my hand to go in. So adjust your chain to match your hand. And let's see how long it will get. So I chained 30 here, and then we'll start from the third chain from the hook. So we'll do our first double crochet into that spot. And we will have, there it is, we will have 5 double crochets into that spot. So we will be counting the chain here that we skipped as a double crochet. And we have 2 so far. We'll go with the third one, 4 and 5. All right, so we skipped 2 chains, and into the third chain we do a single crochet. This will be the spot where we'll be having the next shell stitch. So yarn over, skip 2, and into that third stitch we do 5 double crochets. And that's how we're gonna go till the end of the chain. Skip 2. We will be skipping 2 each time. Skip 2, and into that third one do a single crochet, and then skip 2 and do the next shell, and I'll catch you at the end. All right, so here I'm at the end, and now connect to the beginning so I can make it into a pouch. You might have more shells than I do. If your hand is bigger or smaller, you'll have less shells. So without twisting, you can connect to that first chain here and slip stitch without twisting here the top. There we go. We are ready with our first row. And now hiding that tail behind into our stitches, or you can weave it in later. We will have to move to that middle stitch. We had 5 in each shell, so into that third one there we're gonna be doing our next shell. So going under the stitches, do a slip stitch and one more till we reach the middle one or the third one. So here is our third one, so one more time, slip stitch, and now we are on top of the middle of the shell. So going from that middle to that single crochet from the previous row, we'll be doing 5 double crochets again for that next shell that will be sitting between each other. All right, and I'll catch you when I'm done. So I did 5 double crochets here. Then I'm looking the next shell and looking at that middle stitch here. So I'll go into that one and I'll do a single crochet there to secure my shell. There it is. So starting again from here, I'm gonna find the single crochet here, and into that single crochet I'll do 5 double crochets again. So once I'm done with my 5 double crochets, I'll go into the next shell and find the middle stitch or the third one and do a single crochet in there, and that's how I'll go till the end of the row, repeating that shell and single crochet. So I'm back at the beginning here, and I will go into that single crochet here that I did, and I'll do a slip stitch because this is the end of my row. So now I have to move again to the middle of that shell so I can start my new row, and I will go under the stitch and do a slip stitch, go into that stitch and do a slip stitch, and then the last one I'll go under the stitch, pull through and pull through the loop on my hook, and here I am again ready for the third row. And I'll go find my single crochet, and into that single crochet I will do 5 double crochets, and then again I will find the middle of the shell and do my next single crochet there. And that's how I'll go for this row for a total of 5 rows, and I'll meet you when I'm done with those 5 rows. So now that I'm done with my 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's time to decrease. So here I am at my last slip stitch. So I will go again to the top of the third stitch by slipping my stitches here, 1 and 2 times here. So I'm that middle stitch again, and into that single crochet, instead of 5 double crochets, this time I'll do only 3. So we go into the single crochet and we do 3 double crochets, and we do the same thing, the same shells with just less stitches, and then we'll find again the middle stitch of the next shell and we'll do a single crochet there, and we'll repeat that till the end. So this will make our tail go a little bit, get a little bit smaller towards the end. And we'll do that for one more row. So I slip stitch. All right, so here I did my 2 rows, and now I slip stitched into the beginning again, and I will do a row of half double crochets into each stitch we have. So yarn over one time and go into that single crochet that's coming next on the row to do, and then we have the 3 double crochets here, and we'll do half double crochet in each stitch, and then into the next stitch we do a half double crochet, and then into the next stitch we do a half double crochet, and we go all around the row. And I'm at the last stitch, so here I will do a slip stitch so I can close my row. And here, how is our pouch looking? It's getting smaller and smaller towards the end, and here are our shells. So that last row will be of single crochets, but I'll go half a size smaller so I can make those stitches tighter without decreasing them. So I'll grab my 4mm crochet hook, and I'll just switch and do single crochets. So chain 1, and in each stitch you do a single crochet, tightening up your stitches very well. And one more time, and I'll do this till the end of the row. And you can see, just going a size smaller with the hook, how our stitches got smaller, and actually your work got smaller there. So everything's good. So now here we'll go ahead and use our stitches and go into each stitch from both sides, and we'll just close that hole here. All right, so tighten your stitches very well so you don't have gaps there. Grab them and do a single crochet. Go into the next 2 stitches from both sides. So here I'm picking one from this side and one from the other side, and do a single crochet, and go like this till the end of the row, till you close that gap. and I'll catch you when I'm done. All right, so here is the end, and now I can cut my yarn off here. Get your tail through the loop. This is the extra chain that you can do with your hook as well. And weave in the end, just pull it inside and later go in and weave it inside the bag, the pouch. So now we'll do the tail, and you will sew the tail afterwards. So with a coordinating color, or even you can use the same color. I was thinking of using a different green like this one, but the transitions were too long, so I don't think I'll get to the blue by the time I'm done with the tail. So I changed my mind. But if you have, for our tail, we'll chain 10, and we start with a slip knot. So chain 10, 3, 4, 5, and then into each stitch we'll do single crochets. So chain 1, that we don't count as a single crochet, and into each stitch we do single crochets, and I'll catch you when I'm done. All right, so we are here, we are done. Chain 1 and then turn, and we'll do working single crochets but into the back loops of the stitches only till we have 3 double single crochets left here at the end of the tail. All right, so we go into the first one, into the back loop, and we do a single crochet. Next stitch, into the back loop of the next stitch, and we do a single crochet. And we keep working single crochets into the back loops till we have 3 stitches left only. All right, so we chain 1 and we turn, and into the back loops of the next 3 stitches we'll do slip stitches only. So we'll out tighten our first loop very well. We yarn over and pull through that stitch on your hook too. All right, so go into the back loop of the next stitch, pull your yarn, and then keep pulling the same loop through the loop on your hook. And one more time, we slip stitch into that third stitch here. And we keep going with single crochets till the end of the row. And then here into the back loops again, we go with single crochets. And don't forget that last stitch here, it gets hidden. So we go into that one as well. All right, and then we chain 1, turn, and we do single crochets till we reach those 3 slip stitches we did. So we go into that first one, and there are only 4 for me. All right, so here I will cut my yarn, and I'm done with the first half of the tail. So I go and I repeat the same thing one more time, and then we'll connect them here at the end of the pouch. I'll be right back when I'm done with the second half. All right, so here is my last stitch. I'll actually will keep that loop pretty long, and I'll cut it so I have enough yarn to sew the pieces together. All right, so there it is, and here is my other half. So I will just go and stitch those sides together, and then after I sew them together, I'll sew them to the tail. And if you need to gather them to match your side here, that's okay. If they need to be a little bit separated, then don't sew those sides together. So now all we need is to make a little string around our pouch, and that's pretty easy. We'll make a slip knot, and then we'll chain for the string, and I'm thinking probably about 50. So So make sure you get a small hook. Get your smaller hook so your stitches are a little bit tighter. We want the string to be tight. And I'll catch you when I'm done. So I'm happy with my chain, and I can go and I can finish here. Here we go. I can tighten those ends really well, and then cut the ends off, or even make a little tassel. That will be cute. So going into that shell here, into that slip stitch of the shell, and going in under those chains we had of the foundation row, we will be stringing our string to there, and bottom of the shell and into the chains. I'll go all around my bag, and I'll meet you when I'm done. Hope you enjoyed this little project.